kitchen. So I got no sleep last night. Well, I did have a little sleep. It was like I could sleep for 2 hours and then I'd wake up for a couple hours and then I could sleep for a couple hours all night. And it sucked. And today I'm really tired. Like my eyes are burning, and that's not from the onions that I just cut. So I was trying to, I've been craving Bolognese sauce for a while, and it's really easy. Like it seems really daunting because it cooks for so long, but it's really simple and it's delicious and everyone in my house likes it. Ben's okay with it. He likes it. I don't know if I'd say he loves it. You'd have to ask him. Ben, do you love it? It just gives him heartburn. So, because that's what happens when you're old. You eat ice cream and it gives you heartburn. It's happened. No, that's not for ice cream. No, I just get an upset stomach if I eat ice cream at night. God, I hate being old. All right, so we're making Bolognese. I usually use red wine, like a Merlot. There's this barefoot wine called Jimmy Jam Rue or something like that. I get that. I like that one. Today we are going to be using Hardwick Vineyard and Winery Harvest Maple White. It's white wine with maple. We're using this because it's the only wine I have in the house at the moment, because I used the last time I made wine, last time I made Bolognese. So I can't wait to try this. It sounds delicious. What is it? White wine infused with local maple syrup, semi-sweet, pairs well with maple glazed salmon, herb. Yeah, well, we're just gonna add a little, who doesn't like a hint of sweetness in their Bolognese? Hardwick, Massachusetts. No clue where Hardwick, Massachusetts is. Nope. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna get started. Here are the ingredients. All right, so today's Bolognese, we're gonna use ground beef. You can use veal or pork or ground turkey or whatever kind of ground meat you want. I had a ton, as you can see, of ground beef that I needed to use, so that's what we're using. Got some pancetta. You can use bacon or nothing. I really like it with pancetta. Per usual, salt, pepper, crushed tomatoes. I accidentally grabbed the one with basil. It doesn't matter if you get it with basil or not. Usually I get it without, but with basil, still good. EVOO. We've got our mirepoix of onions, carrots, and celery. As you can see, I cut them up really, really small because my husband has the palate of a child and won't eat it if he realizes that these are in. But this cooks for hours and these will cook down and you will not even notice that there's any vegetables in it. We have some rosemary, thyme. Did I say white wine? We got white wine if I did it. And last but you may think milk's a weird thing to put into it. It's not. It's not. I've tried it before the milk. I've tried it after the milk, and it is delicious with. Try it with. You won't be disappointed. Well, let's go. I hate that. Okay. So one semi-important thing on this is you're going to want to pick a pan to use that can be going for a long period of time. So I'm using my Dutch oven. If you have a tomatoes in a cast iron, I don't know how I would like that. I wouldn't do cast iron. Dutch ovens or like a heavy bottom pan, something that's really gonna be okay on the stove for like 4 or 5 hours and not burn the bottom of it. That's key. So this will do the job. Now we're going to put the pan on. We want to heat it up before you even put any oil or anything in it. We're going to get the pan nice and hot. Whisper sweet nothings into its ear. While the pan's heating up, we are going to take our thyme and rosemary and we're going to wrap it up. Okay. So it's just really simple. Like this. I know there's like a chefy way to tie this, but I don't know it. So we're only doing this so we don't have to bother cutting it, and these big sticks will come out, and we just want the flavors of this to infuse into it without really leaving any texture differences. We know some of the rosemary will fall off into it, and that's okay. Good tip, you'll know your pan's hot enough when you can't hold, this is kind of a hard shaped pan, when you can't hold your hand like an inch above it without it burning. So it's almost there, but it's really awkward shape for me to stick my hand in. There we go. So just dropping our olive oil. You can see that the olive oil, oops, no, you couldn't see because I didn't get the shot. But the olive oil, you can tell the pan's hot because of the way the olive oil reacts. Now, we are going to start off with the spag-bol. We can turn this down now. Another tip, in case you, tip number 2, maybe 3, 4, I don't know. Not sure. Use a wooden utensil when you make spaghetti sauce or any kind of tomato sauce. If you use like a metal utensil, it could react the acid in the tomatoes, and it'll be okay, but it's not going to be as good as if you use the wooden utensil. Okay? Now we're just getting these to sweat, so we're not really doing much of anything with it. Now that this is cooked for a couple minutes, they're starting to sweat. Remember, they don't have to be cooked all the way through because they're going to be stewing for hours. Now we're going to add the pancetta. That crisp up a bit. Sometimes I do this with Italian sausage. That's really good. This is pretty and colorful, don't you think? Yeah, I really do think. Running. Let's see this stuff. Holy fuck. You can smell the maple. Sorry, you don't want to be that close. You can smell the maple in this. Oh, that's good. Yum! Ben, you're gonna love that. Do you guys want to make some fresh pasta with this too? We'll come back later. We're gonna get this going. Maybe I'll take a nap. And we'll come back and make some pasta. But let's keep cooking this beef. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Oops. don't worry if it seems like a little daunting with what you got going on here. Oops, it will cook down. Oh, I forgot we were gonna need tomato paste too. Okay, so this is still cooking away. The meat is mostly cooked. I totally spaced out and should have added the pancetta before the veggies or before the mirepoix, but I didn't. So, whatevs. But if you make this yourself, switch those two. Anyways, so the meat looks all cooked. However, there's all this like fat stuff, watery stuff. So we're gonna let this keep going until all that's like cooked out, and then it'll show us what kind of goodness we have on the bottom of the pan that we are going, the fond, that's what it's called. What kind of fond we have on the bottom of the pan to deglaze with the white wine. Oh my God. You can tell I'm freaking tired. It's all heck. I just watched some video with some southern people, hence the aw heck. I forgot to season this. So, season, salt. We're doing kosher salt because that's what I like. And then, we're just seasoning salt and pepper for now. And then as things cook, we'll taste it and we will add more. I like pepper, so we're not going to skimp on the peps. So most of the liquid in the pan is gone. Now it's time to add the wine so that we can cook off the alcohol. Okay. Right, so we're going to do that much. Do more, do less. Don't do any. It's okay. So now it's super important that you have to let the wine cook so that it cooks off all the alcohol, and then so you're not left with flavor you don't want. You just want the wine, not the booziness of it. Oh, you could smell that. Oh my God. Oh, you get, that smells so fucking good. It's like wine, it's like a hint of wine and then maple. Oh my God. Yum. I have a feeling this is gonna be an extra specially good bolognese. It's never the same each time. It's always slightly different. Okay, you can tell when the alcohol is cooked off when you don't smell it as strongly anymore. Like right when you put the wine in, it's got that. Okay, right when you put the wine in, it has that like really strong alcohol in your nose smell. That's what you want to cook off. You don't want to taste that. You don't. And then when it cooks off, the smell that you get after, just that hint of like the fruit, the grapes, and in this case the maple, and you don't smell that just pure alcohol smell, that's what you want, and that's when you know it's been cooked off. That's what I go by. So now it is time to add the crushed tomatoes, the beef broth. The milk is gonna wait a bit. So we're gonna add the tomatoes, the beef broth, our little bundle of herbs, and our Parmesan rind. And we're gonna cover it and let it cook for like 3 hours or so, stirring every once in a while. And then we're gonna add the milk, cover it, let it cook for like another hour, and then it'll be done. But I'll tell you about that right ahead. Fudge-a-mucker. Oh, I didn't want that to come off. I cut my thumb recently on a can in the trash, and I'm scared to do it again. Oh, and, oh, fuck. I did it again. I messed up my... This is supposed to go in after the wine, before the tomatoes. It's okay. Or before the wine. It doesn't matter. Just, you're supposed to do it before I just did. So, tomato paste. I love these things because you never use like a can of tomato paste. This is gonna save, they'll save me lots of money. Right, so this is why you don't add the liquid before the tomato paste, because it's hard to mix in. So I'm just trying to make sure that's mixed. Oops, shit. No one saw that. Right. Beef broth time. Okay, here's our bundle of veggies and our, put those in, and it's already starting to bubble. Bubble and boil and trouble. So we're gonna turn this down to low, like low. Top it and let it set. We're gonna come back up every once in a while and stir it up. And then, like I said, 3 hours from now, we'll add the milk. Okay, so this has been going for hours. Oh, it's going to be so delicious. And it's time. I'm just trying to find a safe spot to put that. Are you getting sick yet? Motion sickness? So it's going to look kind of funky. But it's okay, because then you're going to stir it, put the milk in, cover it back up. Now I turned it up a bit because I turned it too low to begin with. And then I had the cover off it a bit so that it wouldn't keep any of the liquid in. It would dehydrate so that it gets all saucy. You want it saucy. Saucy's good. See what I mean? It doesn't look too good. Let's make sure you're... We're just, come on. Here are all the sticks from the rosemary and thyme. We're going to get that out. We're going to mix this up. Now, you see how this is cooking? Like, if this was in a thin pan, we would have serious burnage going on. But look at that. Now, we're going to add our milk. It's just 2% because that's what we have in our house. If you have whole milk, that's good. I mean, good for you. If you have whole milk and that's what you have, use it. Use whatever you have in your house. If you don't eat dairy or don't like dairy or don't like the effects dairy has on you, use an alternate milk. I love almond milk. Unsweetened almond milk would be really good in this. Okay. Now, we're going to put the lid back on. See how it's just open a little? We're going to leave it like that with some sauce on it. Mixy moo. I already tried the pasta. It's delish. I've tried the sauce. I'm making a mess. What is it? I can't have homemade sauce and pasta. without some cheese. So hot. Oh, wow. That sauce is killer. I mean, it usually is, but today extra so. I think it was that white wine. That was awesome. The pasta, I'll be making again. All right, that's enough for today. I'm gonna go to sleep really early tonight. I mean, not yet, but well, who am I kidding, baby? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to, if you like the videos, make sure to like the page and share if you want. I'd be super grateful for it. And comment below on what your favorite kind of pasta and pasta sauce is. Okay, bye. See you later.